Alright guys, this is the Raging Reject, back with another video. This video is about why I hate internet people. I don't really hate internet people altogether. The internet community as a whole, I've never gotten along with. I've had plenty of videos over the years mocking me or trying to make fun of me or trying to expose me or whatever. I've had parodies about me. I've had people make videos against me. Yada yada yada. Um, I've had a lot of hate on the internet, and I welcomed that hate. I love that hate. I fed off that hate. Um, just because it was entertaining to me. I mean, it was all like wow, like hundreds, maybe thousands of people were making a fuss over me, and that different communities, different YouTubers, different fan bases all attacked me. I've been attacked from the DMC fan base. I've been attacked by the uh, freaking PC elitists. I've been attacked by metalheads. I've been attacked by pretty much you name it. I have a very strong opinion over my well, people have no, just people in general on the internet have strong opinions, but I want to list why I don't really like the mindset of the internet. Now, this pretty much goes hand in hand with the video I made, and I've referenced it in many of videos after. Um, I'm the king of unpopular opinions. It pretty much goes hand in hand with that because I am very unique minded. I have not just on the internet. I've come to the conclusion that it's not just the internet. I mean, I've actually always been unique. I don't like football. I don't like if you're an American, and you don't like football, you automatically are like a loner there because the amount of people who don't like football is very small. That's pretty much all I can really say about that. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't party. It's just not my style. I don't really care for parties. I don't care about socializing because I don't like most people. I don't get entertained. I don't like to communicate with them. Most people because they're not in. They're not. I can't communicate with them because I don't have anything in common with most people. That's the thing. I'm kind of boring. I admit I'm kind of boring. I'm pretty boring to the average guy, but as a gamer, I think I'm pretty cool. It's just my opinion, but I'm a little bit of a I'm socially retarded, but that's just me. I used to have like bad social anxiety disorder. Self-diagnosed, of course, just like my ADD, which is one of the reasons I've never been able to really finish school. Besides the fact that I hated teachers, I've always hated authority, so that's another anti-people thing about me. But yeah, so I've never, after I dropped out of school, I really did not have many friends outside of the ones I already met, of course. But meeting new friends as an adult is a lot harder for me because it's like, like people were just weird and they talk to you and they like automatically lose your friend in like school. But like, it's like, how do you make friends after? Comment below if you know how, because I mean, like, if you're social, that's one thing. I mean, I'm talking about people who's not really that social. Because if you're social, obviously you could probably make lots of friends, but at work I've met a few, but not friends, like not best friends like my friend Chris. But I don't know. It's just that's just the way I am. Uh, most of my friends I've ever met is in middle school, sixth grade. I mean, that's like where all the geeks came together, and we're like, all right, you're my friend. Where was the group? Some of us liked certain people better than others. Like me and Chris we've been friends since third grade. We didn't really become like close until about sixth grade because that's when we started like slacking off. Not, but anyway, long story short, that's basically it. I'm a social reject. That's part of the whole Raging Reject persona I created. I raging because I rage at my video games. I rage. I cuss at them. I talk to them like they're a person. I admit it's pretty embarrassing, but I don't know, it's just something about video games. That's where all my frustrations get out. You know, I like yell. I don't really do that as much anymore. I noticed. But when I was like a teenager, I would scream at them at the top of my lungs. I would be like, "Fuck you, you cheating piece of shit." And it was a lot of the time. It was like, you know, like I push a button and then nothing happened type thing. So yeah, you can't say it was my fault because I did push the button. As in Call of Duty 2, when I played it, me and my friend Chris, we created this little inside joke called fairy dust. That's pretty much the magical reason why we die in video games. You know, oh, it was the fairy dust. I mean, that's basically what we would always assume. But damn cat keeps on jumping. You're interrupting my fucking video. All right. Anyways, I'm pretty much going all over the place, not specifically on internet topics, just social reject in general, I guess. But it's still relevant. Basically, as a subject in whole, because I don't like people. I mean, I can really talk about people, like general people, more. But I'm going to go back into the whole reason for this video, and that's internet specific. So I'm going to focus on the internet for the remainder of the video. I'll try to anyway. I'm not good with staying on topic, but let's try. The internet community has always been annoying to me. I watched a video recently. I forgot his name. I could link it below if you want. And I don't really put links below my videos, but I could start if you want. Yeah. So there's this guy that was making a video. I think it's called Why Metal Fans Suck or Why I Hate Metal Fans or something like that. Basically, you look it up, you'll probably find it. It's a younger guy, and he got like 100 dislikes and 100 likes, or 90, a little more likes than dislikes. But that was one of the few videos I came across that I'm like, wow, you know, him and Lunatic Leonard, as you would call him now, which I got a lot of support. You know, about 40 subs now. But, well, it's 39 now. Somebody unsubscribe. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to end your life. Anyway. But, yeah, I got a good little bit of support from Lunatic Leonard because, you know, he pretty much gave me a shout-out. But, you know, basically a shout-out, and it gave me some, like, subscribers. So thank you all from whoever came from that, you know, channel, which might be just, like, you know, just, you know, click, you know, basically not really caring about my video content, just basically, you know, in support of Leonard, or Lunatic. Yeah, Lunatic Leonard. I forgot. He don't go about the church part. I was thinking, wait, he don't go about Leonard, but yeah. Anyway, so thank you all for subscribing. I wanted to put that in some point in some video. Where was I? But yeah, that guy, he made them, you know, he was basically the first person, Lunatic Leonard, that really said, you know, like a very unique opinion. You know, because I'm getting so tired of all the critics. Like, all of them. They all freaking, except for like Angry Joe, maybe Pro Jared, you know, and a few others, that they actually have a unique opinion. They actually don't think like the fucking drones over the internet. All the fucking internet fan base is the same. Metal fan bases. Like, okay, I'm just gonna reference pretty much what he said in his video that I was talking about, and I'm basically gonna tell you why I agree with it so highly. In the video, the metal fans, why they suck is because, you know, there's several reasons, but the key points mainly is because I guess the same reason why everybody hates PC elitists. They pretty much judge you based on the hardcore level. If you're not hardcore enough on the internet, you are not cool by the nerds. That's basically the gist of the internet, pretty much the gist of the video. If you are not nerd enough, you're not hardcore enough, and I'm pretty hardcore. I play Dark Souls, and some people try to be cool by saying Dark Souls ain't fucking hardcore, which I just have to say, really? And this is quoting Miz, really? But yeah, I don't know what the fuck you consider hardcore is. What, fucking the Impossible game that I played that one time? Super Meat Boy, which is about just as hard. You just die a lot until you get it. It's pretty much the same thing. Dark Souls is fucking, it takes thought. It takes paying attention to. It takes getting better. That is hardcore. I don't care what you say. It ain't fucking Atari level maybe hard or NES or whatever, but those games were broken to begin with. Dark Souls takes it to where it's your fault most of the time. I can't say 100% of the time. There's sometimes where I feel like it's the game's fault, but especially when I don't know, just they expect a certain amount of already known. Basically, the first time, yeah, you can say it's the game's fault because obviously you don't really know the layout of the land. But I don't know. I'm not going to get too much into that anymore. But basically, you know what I mean. Dark Souls is hardcore, whether you like to believe it or not. You're just trying to pass it off as being cool or trying to be cool yourself by saying it ain't. Like you're the most hardcore person. You've played more hardcore games or some bullshit like that. And nobody believes you. Nobody fucking takes you seriously. So stop trying to be fucking hardcore. And a lot of people. I've gotten a lot of fights over the Fallout fans, the Fallout haters, Fallout 4 haters. Almost all the Fallout 4 haters are New Vegas fans, which is, to most of the people I've ever met, is the worst Fallout game because it's the most bland and boring one. There's little things in there that's probably the best, like the branching parts. They have a lot of branching paths. That's cool, but with a boring world and a boring, not basically glorified DLC, New Vegas ain't that. That ain't really enough to consider New Vegas the best, just because you can have more effect on the world. Yeah, that's cooler. That part is cooler. But as a whole, the gun mechanics are worse. The graphics are worse, which ain't no big deal, honestly. But still, when you comparing everything, yeah, we're going to consider the graphics, the animations, like I said, the gunplay. We can go on and on about why Fallout 4 is better. And there's some things that are worse about Fallout 4 that I've played Fallout 4 for the last 4 months. I'm ready to beat the damn game because I'm kind of getting burned out on it, but it's kind of getting fun again because I'm playing in a different style. That's what I love about Fallout 4. The fucking game, you can play in so different styles. For a little while, for about a month, I was playing stealth. I was like, I'm going to try out stealth. So I got the stealth boy perk on my power armor. And, it wasn't really the greatest way to play stealth, but it's still, if they didn't find you and you was like in stealth boy mode, it was fucking awesome. You can just shoot people and you get that stealth shot bonus. It was beautiful. It was so rewarding. My friend Chris, he always plays stealth. I've never been a rogue class kind of guy. But, I was just fucking around. Like, I'm going to start playing stealth. And it's a lot more rewarding to play in that way for some reason. Because it's like, I don't know, you have more control over the AI. You're pretty much, like, when you go in guns blazing, you're pretty much getting shot and then you shoot them. And I don't know, just don't feel like you have much control over the situation as you do in stealth. Stealth is like, you're going to do this, you have plans. It's more of a thinking process. I love that. So I'll probably start playing game stealth. I mean, I love stealth games. I love stealth games. I love Splinter Cell, Metal Gear, and Thief. At least Thief 3. I have Thief, the reboot, but, I haven't played it yet. But basically, I love stealth games. Hitman, too. But I don't know. I've never really played stealth when it's like in any Bethesda game. So, and then I played for a little while, and then I was like, all right, I've pretty much maxed out pretty much everything I want to max out in Fallout, and that's what I love about Fallout 4. It has no level cap. And basically, all right, I'm just going to get the jetpack back, because I didn't really find it that convenient at first. I mean, I loved the way it did, but I don't know. Now that I'm using the jetpack, I'm playing guns blazing again, but that's just because I'm pretty much maxed out now, so it really don't matter. I have power armor, 50 cores, so I got plenty to use the jetpack, and I'm pretty much not gonna run out anytime soon. But yeah, jumping over buildings, I mean, and getting like to higher platforms early in the game, that is so fucking rewarding. After my mindset's different when I'm using the jetpack. So yeah, anyway, Fallout 4. Amazing game. I don't care what you say. You cannot tell me it's a worse game. You can say you like what New Vegas does better. You like the little things it does better. That makes it. To me, I don't care what you say. I mean, yeah, you are free to think New Vegas is better, but I'm just going to assume you are wearing the nostalgia glasses, because that's the only way I can see New Vegas being considered better. I try my best not to judge anything based on nostalgia alone. I used to think Final Fantasy IX, my favorite game of all time, was nostalgia alone. I've already played it again like last year, and it is just as good as the first time I played it. Really, well, nothing's really as good, but it's still like I'd give it a 10 out of 10 because it was that good. It was still so enjoyable, even though I played it 1,000 times as a kid when I was like 9 years old, 10 years old, whatever it was. I played it so many times when I had a PS1, and I got a PS1 late, so yeah, I was around 10 years old. It was 2010 or 2001 ish, 2000 2001 is when I had a PS1, and I only had it for a couple of years before I got PS2. So yeah, I was late to the PS1 cycle. So yeah, I told you I get off topic, guys. I'm just talking about video games now. But still, it's something to say. Maybe y'all can find some enjoyment. I mean, most of my subscribers, or most of the people who's ever watched my videos, tend to like video games, wrestling, uh, you know, general topics. So maybe y'all can really find some enjoyment out of this, or at least relate to this is the way I see it. But yeah, the internet. Let's get back to the internet community, and let's get back to that metal video. What he said in the video, which I was wondering what I'm fucking talking about, was that metal fans, they pretty much hate everything that is new. They hate progression. They only like the old stuff. That really gets on my nerves. Like with Avenged Sevenfold, if it ain't the first 2, maybe 3 albums, it sucks. Which, oddly enough, I don't really like Avenged Sevenfold's last 2 albums that much compared to the first 3. Not counting the first album. The first album to me is a demo. I don't care. It just really sounded like it wasn't really fleshed out. It was pretty good for like a death metal core. What would you call it? Metalcore? No, wait, melodic death metal. Is almost probably the closest thing I can think of. Not really metalcore. I don't know. There's so many different versions of metalcore. Like more screaming sometimes, more singing. It's really hard to differentiate what is metalcore and what's not for me. A lot of people, a lot of emo bands are considered metalcore. So whatever. So basically, yeah, Avenged Sevenfold, I'm not really a fan of, but I still pretty much like their new stuff. Hail to the King got old really fast, so that's probably the least the album I listened to least. And Nightmare was before that. I listened to that the least before that. And the first album, of course, I don't really listen to that much at all. I went through a phase where I liked the first album. What was it called? Sound of the Seventh Trumpet. But it was Waking the Fallen and The City of Evil are my favorite albums by them. I've already made my Avenged Sevenfold video. I believe it's still up. Go check it out. But yeah, those are my 2 favorite albums by them. I also love the White Album. It's pretty damn good too. And I want to give shout outs to the Diamonds in the Rough album. It was just featured on a live album, but it was like unreleased tracks that are just as good as a full length album. So I don't really know why it wasn't an album. Check it out. Trust me, it is good stuff if you like the White Album. It's the same style as the White Album, where it's kind of alternative metal. I mean, the most alternative metal album is the White Album. No matter, that's pretty much, you compare it to that, you'll know what you're getting into. But yeah, metal fans, they always hate the old stuff and they hate progression. They like Metallica fans. I've seen countless Metallica fans that hate everything Black Album and up. I mean, that is just stupid, man. I'm like, all right, you're not Metallica fans. You are thrash metal fans or speed metal fans or whatever the fuck you want to call them. Yeah, you're not really Metallica fans. I mean, Metallica has been like great after. To me, I would prefer everything after the first 4 albums personally. I just don't really care for the first 4 because it just sounded repetitive to me. I mean, I like the song One, and I like a few other songs, but that's about it. I like their Black Album sound. I'm not a big fan of Metallica, period, though. I like Saint Anger. I like a lot of the tracks anyway of the album, and I like the song Saint Anger. I don't really care what you have to say about that. It's just like we all have different opinions. If you like Metallica, if you only like the first 4, that's your opinion. You're right to have it. But I hate it when people claim that someone's bad. Like, they just like say, okay, they sold out or whatever. That's bullshit. You know it. It's just you prefer that sound. That's all it is. Anyway, that's pretty much the gist of metalheads. I hate them because of that reason. They pretty much, if they're not, they pretty much, the mainstream. It's not cool to listen to anything that's actually good in my opinion. You know, like bands like Avenged Sevenfold, Atreyu, Bullet for My Valentine. They're hated by metal fans, but they listen to Opeth and fucking probably Cannibal Corpse and fucking Metallica, Slayer of all people, which has never been good. Well, in my opinion, I'm trying to be nice in this video, but Slayer has like had one decent song that I've ever known, and that's Rain and Blood. And that fucking song ain't that great to begin with. It's like, okay, you know, it's like, alright, it's passable. You can listen to it a few times and then move on. You know, it's not my genre. Let's just say that much. I don't care what you consider metal. To me, heavy metal is not that. You know, that Judas Priest era. You know, that's metal. But to me, metal is more of a Avenged Sevenfold, that Pantera stuff. I'm not a big fan of Pantera either. They have some good tracks. Walk is one of my favorite songs by them, or it is my favorite song by them, but that I've heard anyway. I haven't heard that many songs. But yeah. So that's you know, I'm not really a fan of pretty much any music that most people listen to. I'm not a fan of rap that much. I'm not a fan of pop. I'm not a fan of country. I'm not a fan of the metal that most metalheads listen to. I like fucking symphonic metal. I like gothic metal. I like Him, H-I-M, His Infernal Majesty, I believe it's called. I love love metal, as they're called. I love alternative metal, Korn. They call them new metal. I guess it's more of a dark and twisted metal. I've always heard it's rap metal, but whatever. You know, Slipknot. I like. Not really. They're not one of my favorite bands. But I consider them. I like a lot of their songs. I don't like them. Like I don't really like them. I only like about their third and fourth album all the way through. About the rest of the albums are like I pick songs that I like, and the rest are kind of just filler. That's the way I feel like, you know, Slipknot is. I'm not really the most hardcore fan of metal. I don't like, you know, the pure screaming. There's a few songs that I love that's pure screaming. I'm not like, oh, I don't hate everything that's pure screaming. I like a lot of stuff that is, but most of the time, if it's an album, you have to have some variety. I can't just hear, you know. I could have done the Metalocalypse sound. You know, but basically, yeah. I'm not a fan of that style of music because it just seems like it's the same old, same old. Black metal's even worse. I've heard from that guy that reviews all things metal. I forgot what his name is, Metal Nation or something shit. Basically, he pretty much every review he does is negative, which is most critics on the internet. That's what I hate. But yeah, so basically he was pretty much trying to defend black metal by saying it wasn't simplistic, it was complex. But I don't know. But basically, yeah, black metal is pretty simplistic. You might think it's complicated. Maybe the first song ever made was, and then everybody copied that same old song, so it ain't really complex. It's just simplistic copied. It's pretty simplistic to copy the same style over and over again. Black metal has not really changed much. Cradle of Filth, I try to love so much. I love some Cradle of Filth songs, but most of their songs is filler. I mean, it's just like same old noise. I'm like, I can't get into this. It's just the same old, same old. Like if they had maybe like 2 songs on the album that sounded like that, you know, that's that black metal typical style, you know, fine. I loved Amphetamine. I love that fucking song. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. It was pretty much when I was gothic, when I was like trying to, you know, basically I was like in love with the goth scene. That was my song. That was my jam. That was like the first back when YouTube was cool and you could actually, you know, have the MySpace looking layouts. That was my song. That was like the video you could play on my thing was Amphetamine. I love that fucking song. And my background was purple, dark purple. I always like dark purple because of the Undertaker and, you know, basically that goth black and purple combination. And all my created wrestlers and video games have that black and purple, which I also do black and neon green. I love neon green also. But yeah, those are basically my 2 color schemes. But anyway. So that's pretty much all I can say about metal. It's Anime fans, they hate anything that's funny. They hate anything that has too many fillers. Skip the fillers if you hate them. That's what I'm doing right now with Naruto Shippuden. I've already watched Naruto. I skipped all the filler, which there was some non-filler in there, even though I went by the non-filler list of the filler list guide .com. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, basically they skipped the part where it had Sakura becoming a medical ninja or going in. I remember that when I first watched Naruto because I watched the first Naruto all the way through. This is my second time watching it, but this time it's without the fillers. well, it wasn't completely start to finish, but you know what I mean. Like, well, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, they skipped the medical ninja part, and I was pissed because it was like that was a pretty critical moment because she is a medical ninja now. And I remember that. I stopped watching Naruto at Shippuden episode 101 because it was filler, and I got bored of it. So now I'm starting over. I've finished Bleach already. Still my favorite anime, along with Dragon Ball the original, and Dragon Ball Z is not far behind. But I love those fucking shows. I love anime so much. It's hard to make a top. I want to make a top TV shows list, but it's so hard because there's so many fucking good shows. I love shows more than movies. I love TV shows way more than movies. I can honestly say that. But yeah, one thing I'm getting pissed off about here lately is people saying The Wire is better than Breaking Bad. I cannot tell you. I can't give you an opinion on that. All I can say is Breaking Bad is the greatest fucking show on earth. And I don't care what nobody says. I don't care if there's something as good. It can't get better than Breaking Bad. That's the way I see it. I don't care anything you say. Legend of the Seeker and Breaking Bad is my top two favorite TV shows, drama-wise, like serious drama, like epics. But you know, nothing really gets better than those two for me. And people saying The Wire is better. Oh please, you can probably say it's as good, but you can't say it's better than Breaking Bad. Everybody has their opinion though. But how can the fuck can people say something is better than Breaking Bad? I cannot sit here and fucking let you say anything is better than Breaking Bad. I can't tell you if anybody gives Breaking Bad a 9 out of 10 or a 9.5. I don't care if you give it a 9.9 out of 10. You deserve to be set on fire. I'm telling you this. You should know this. You fucking cannot downplay the greatness of Breaking Bad. No. 10 out of 10. No less. If anything, it should be the one thing that breaks the barrier of 10. It should be fucking 20 out of 10. 100 out of 10. Fucking, that's the one show I wish I could break the barrier. Because I list other shows that's 10 out of 10. And I also hate people. I've already made a video on this. I just want to put that out because I don't think nobody knew what I meant or clicked on the video because they don't really relate to it in any way. Probably, I don't know. But the 10 out of 10 scale, when people say nothing deserves a 10 yet, when there's been no perfect movie, it's not about being perfect. It's about fucking being great. It's a 10. There has to be a 10 for there to be a 10 scale. There has to be something to represent that spot. There has to be. There has to be a number 10. You cannot say there is no number 10 because why would there be a 10 in the first place? How would you compare something to 10 when there's nothing that's a 10? Use your fucking brains. You cannot say something's a 5 if there's not a 10. You can say it's a 6 then. Because you just pretty much eliminated what a 10 is. You know, people try to make this 10 scale what it's not. It's this perfect, flawless score. It's not flawless. Nothing is flawless. Every movie, my favorite movie, I'm gonna list. I don't know. I love I Am Legend. I have a lot of favorite movies. I don't really have a favorite movie, but I Am Legend, Butterfly Effect, Tropic Thunder, Not Another Teen Movie. Clerks 2. They all have flaws. They're all my favorite movies. Damn cat keeps getting in my video. We're trying to. You're not. I know cats are the thing on YouTube, but not right now. All right. I wonder if cats will ever not be the thing on YouTube. That's the question. 10 years and I still see cats on fucking internet all the time. Anyways, there ain't really much else to say. Yeah, anime fans I don't like. I don't like fucking PC elitists. I've already made videos on that. Basically, they try to downgrade consoles because they're not powerful enough. That's not why people use consoles, dumbass. You know, and I always kind of vaguely tell people PC ain't better. I don't really tell them why, or basically, I will refuse to let people say people's PC is better. We'll go into like 1,000-year debates because they think, oh, it's not. They think I'm saying that PC ain't better, like hardware wise. PC is better hardware wise. That's not what I'm saying. When you say it's better, that means it's better for you and better for everyone. You know, it's just a better. Well, you know, it's like people don't get PC just because they don't have the money or because of some other reason, not because they just don't like it more. You know, that's the way you're saying it because you're saying it's by saying it's better. That means it's better. You know, it is more powerful. That's the difference. Yes, it has more features, but you're not really understanding that consoles are simplistic. They are portable. They break. They're cheap. You can replace them. All they take no labor, no maintenance, nothing. You can try to downplay and try to act as cool as possible, trying to downplay PC like it's the fucking simplest thing in the world, and it's not. I'm telling you. I have a PC. I know this. I've had several PCs. I know this. Steam has made it easier than ever before, but it still isn't as easy as consoles. And no, it's not rocket science. It's not fucking try. I've had people tell me, "Oh, it ain't rocket science." No shit. It's still something people don't really care to do. It's still something you have to research. You can't just go into it thinking, I'm going to buy a bunch of PC parts because I automatically know everything. And yeah, you can go to some fucking list that puts them all together for you. You still have to put it together. You still have to learn the little tricks. You still have to do everything. You still have to know what's best for your budget. You still don't want to be ripped off because there's a lot of people that have different opinions on what the best PC is. You don't fucking understand this. There is so much more into buying a PC. Just the buying part. Just the fucking picking out the PC that you want. And then fucking setting it up. Nobody wants to fucking install an operating system if they build it themselves. That takes a long ass time last time I checked. I haven't installed one in a while. But fucking last time I checked, it took at least an hour, maybe 2 hours. That was Windows, most of the other ones already have operating systems on them. So, most of my laptops anyway. And most of my friends who build my PC, my friend who built my old PC had already put that operating system on it. So, but basically it took him an hour, so it ain't about, basic. Okay, I don't know what to say, but it takes a while. It's more than some update that you can play in the background on the console. If you fucking there's nothing about PC that is a fucking as convenient as a console. That is the thing. That's why it's not better. That's why it's not better. Yes, you could think, oh, that's the only thing. There's more things great about the PC. Sometimes it ain't about the more, it's about the what it does better that matters the most. The remote play, the PlayStation exclusives, which are coming out finally, and you will need a PlayStation to play Neo and fucking Bloodborne, stuff like that. So yeah, basically you will need all that. You have to buy a PC in order to get that, and then a PS4. I don't have the money. I don't fucking have the money to buy both. I have to buy one, and I have to buy the one with the games, and that is the PS4, which is over there, which is what I'm pointing at because you can't see it. There you go, PS4. But yeah, my house is a mess, but I don't give a damn. The PS4 is the superior console for me. That anybody who says the PC is better that's all preference, that's all opinion. It's not fact. It is more powerful. That's a fact. It does more. That's a fact. Is it better? No. Because people have different preferences. We have different reasons. The reason I get a PS4 is because it's going to play every fucking game, or at least, well, We don't know that yet because the new PS4 is going to come out maybe, and it might have like the rest of the games only on that console, basically PS5. But we don't know that yet. So what I went into buying a console for first, and until that is for sure, for factual evidence changing, and the facts change from what I'm about to tell you, the reason I buy this console, and until that changes, this is better for me because it fucking plays every fucking PS4 game coming out. It plays every fucking it does everything. It goes a big picture mode instantly. You don't have to fucking install anything. You pretty much all you have to do is fucking set up maybe the audio devices and stuff like that. You have to plug it in and pretty much set up your HDMI a little bit. If it's it depends on the TV. You have to learn to push the button for 3 seconds or hard reset it. That's about as far as it goes for the PS3 anyway. I haven't had to do anything with my PS4 yet like that, but my PS4 is flawless so far. It has done everything I want it to. It plays games. It does them great. Maybe it doesn't have the performance of a PC, but I don't really care. I just have that mental mindset that it's going to come out with the PlayStation exclusives. I have that. And if I have to play anything, if I ever get anything else, I probably will get a PC. Eventually, because it has those Xbox exclusives. I want to play Sunset Overdrive. I want to play Shadow Complex, which is an old game now, but still, I want to play that. I heard it's free on PC, so it's even more reason to play it. There is a plenty to play on PC backlog wise. That's another fucking argument PC guys have. You're not comparing a PC to one console. You're comparing it to every console. Consoles are per generation. PC is all generation. And yeah, old consoles ain't really that expensive if you know where to buy them. So you can buy all the consoles and the games can be cheap. Or you can just do an emulator on the PC, which ain't as good as the console, but whatever. I've played emulators for years. And yeah, some of them play flawlessly, mainly the Super Nintendo, but still it has some hiccups. I would still prefer to play it on console. Or play it like on like the Wii or something, where it's like from their store or something, where I know it's like flawless. Who's calling? Call from Charter.com. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say, guys. I don't want to go 40 minutes. So, yeah, basically, shut up about the PC superiority and fucking just go play your PC. Because you're never going to convince me or anyone that PC is better. You might say it's more powerful. That's about it. Shut the fuck up. Alright, I'm going to cut the video off because that's fucking going off and I don't feel like getting up to go and turn it off. Wow, there's a pause button. How did I not know that? I could have paused it. Oh well. I just now noticed there's a pause thing on my video. I haven't had a pause feature on my webcams in forever. Alright, so yeah, the internet community, I probably have a lot more to say, but I already went 20 minutes over what I wanted to. 20 minutes was my max in my head, but whatever. It's now about 40 minutes over. Thanks for watching, guys. I wanted to make a video. Because I try to make topics that's unique. And, I'm trying to go with stuff that, people can relate to that have a unique mindset like myself. But yeah, this is one of the videos. If you have any ideas for a future video that you want me to talk about, I'm the king of unpopular opinions. I'm the Raging Reject, and you are watching Raging Reject TV.